Hey everybody. Hey everybody, welcome to the Blog and Grill. I'm your host Doug here. Video blog for May 6th, 2013. We had some good NBA. I got a lot of stuff to go through. I'm going to give you an update of the Major League Baseball Power Rankings. That'll be a new Monday feature. I'll give you an update on the Yankees injuries and their upcoming schedules. We're big Yankee fans here at the Blog and Grill. We'll break down some NASCAR at Talladega as well with some controversial issues that occurred there. But really, I want to get started off with the NBA playoffs. The NBA playoffs game, Eastern Conference and Western Conference semifinal rounds kicked off yesterday with two games. The first game being the Thunder and the Grizzlies. The Thunder winning that one 93-91. Kevin Durant, a monster game, 35 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists, and he hit the go-ahead jumper late with 11 seconds left. It was a great game for sure. Really, Durant had to lead the way because Kendrick Perkins, Serge Ibaka combined for 7 points on the night. Marc Gasol and Zach Randolph had monster games for the Grizz, but they could not get enough consistent stops down the stretch. Tayshaun Prince struggled to guard Kevin Durant for most of the game. I think Tony Allen might actually go on to Durant in Game 2. Put Tayshaun Prince maybe on Thabo Sefolosha. We'll see what they do right there. Reggie Jackson, good game, still 12 points for him. So that's good performance. Yeah, Zach Randolph and Marc Gasol combined for 38 points and 20 rebounds. So good performance by those two guys. Conley kicked in 13, and not much really from their bench. Bayless and Pondexter combined for 23 off the bench. Grizzlies got to find a go-to scorer late. They're up by 7 late, blew the lead, and lost by 2. They got to work it into, I think, Zach Randolph more. Zach Randolph's not a great athlete, but he is a great basketball player. So Thunder up 1-0. This game 2 will be tomorrow night, so check that out. All right, the other game won yesterday was the Pacers and the Knicks. David West scores 20 and Lance Stevenson 11 and 13 to give the Pacers the Game 1 win in New York, 102-95. J.R. Smith and Carmelo Anthony shot the ball absolutely terribly again. I think Carmelo was 10 for 28 from the field, and let's see, 10 for 28, and J.R. Smith was 4 for 15. So they combined 14 for 43 from the field. Not playing well. Anthony had 15 in the fourth quarter, 11 rebounds. Played pretty good. Raymond Felton really had a good game. 18 points, 8 of 12 shooting. I think they got to get Raymond Felton more involved for sure. Tyson Chandler didn't do much at all. He fouled out late. Knicks will look to get back on track on Tuesday night. But really the standout player I saw was Paul George. Paul George did foul out, but he played solid defense on both Anthony and J.R. Smith. When he was guarding them, those guys were 5 for 25 from the field. Paul George, an underrated defender, a big-time small forward, as he won the Most Improved Player of the Year award this past year. I think the Pacers really made a statement. The Knicks need to win Game 2. If they go down 2-0 heading to Indiana, the series will be over for sure. All right, so games we got tonight. The first game on tap tonight is the Heat and the Bulls. News has been said that Derrick Rose might come back and play. I don't think Rose is going to play for sure. Luol Deng will not play tonight. He's still in Chicago with spinal tap issues. Something weird happened there. And Kirk Heinrich gets a game time decision with his calf strain. The Bulls are still a solid team for sure. Nate Robinson, Joakim Noah, Carlos Boozer, Marco Bellinelli even stepped up big. I think this team could steal one in Miami, and I think this series is going to go 6 for sure with Miami winning it in 6, but I think the Bulls could put up a fight for sure. Just their defense is so solid. It's remarkable. All right, the other game tonight is the Warriors and the Spurs. I think the Warriors are going to take Game 1. Steph Curry, one of the hottest shooters in the league for sure. If he can avoid getting hit a lot, and if he can make plays, get it to Thompson and Barnes, and if Andrew Bogut can be established, we'll see how much David Lee plays as well. That'll be something to watch. But I think the key matchup is definitely Curry against Parker. I think they'll play against each other for quite a bit of the game. It'll be interesting to see for sure what happens. I mean, I'm excited to watch it. I think it's going to be a great game. And I think Curry could go off tonight in San Antonio and give his team a win. I think this one could go I think this series ultimately could go 7 for sure. If the Warriors win tonight, I think it'll go 7 because I think the Warriors can win some games at home. So that's what we'll be watching tonight in the NBA playoffs. All right, NASCAR at Talladega yesterday, the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. The winner of that race was David Ragan, Front Row Motorsports. Congratulations to them. David Ragan made some risky passes late. A lot of complaining about the weather. They were rain delayed for over 3.5 hours. Ryan Newman got into a big wreck, and he will likely get slapped on the wrist for some of the comments he made after the race regarding NASCAR is not making a good decision racing. It was too dark. The track was wet. I don't know what he's talking about, really, and he's going to get fined big time because NASCAR is on the upswing, and NASCAR doesn't need this. So he will probably get fined and maybe even some points deducted for sure. So we'll see what happens with Ryan Newman. But great race. Matt Kenseth led the most laps. David Ragan, David Gilliland made a bold move at the end on the green-white checker to win that race. All right, MLB Power Rankings update. Right now, Red Sox, I'll give you a rundown of the top 10. Red Sox on top. They jumped up 2 spots. Rangers are in second. Cardinals, Tigers, Giants, Braves, Yankees, Orioles, Royals, and Rockies. The Orioles really made a stride up as they were 4-1 this week. They're my big winner this week. And my big loser this week is the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves struggled this week. They dropped 4 spots in the power rankings. Something to watch, though, in Major League Baseball. David Ortiz, 25-game hitting streak that he will put on the line in their next game out. Yankees update, Yankees injury update. Let's go to the Yankees and see what is going on with their ball club. Derek Jeter, of course, still out until the All-Star game. Derek Jeter's still going to be out for quite a while. Yankees are now thinking about putting Curtis Granderson in a corner outfield spot and keeping Brett Gardner in center. Brett Gardner has played center field at a very high level. So A-Rod is due to report to Tampa today. The Yankees set out a release saying that neither the fans nor the media will be allowed to witness the rehab work at the minor league complex. So no minor league thing will be going on there. All right, so Curtis Granderson set to come play left field. Mark Teixeira's moving on to the next stage of his rehab with his wrist injury. He's not going to return until late this month, likely. Francisco Cervelli and Kevin Youkilis and Ivan Nova might join them all in Tampa as they begin to rehab. Remaining in Tampa is Michael Pineda, who's had some shoulder issues for sure. Just a lot of injuries right now for the Yankees, and they got a kind of a tougher schedule coming up for sure. They got a couple games in Colorado starting tomorrow night. Let's see where they are. They go at Colorado, at Kansas City, and then they got 2 in Cleveland. That's a doubleheader from an earlier rainout. So we'll see what happens there. A couple of tough cities to go to. Some of those teams are playing pretty well. Definitely be something to watch. All right, check me back out on the blog Wednesday. We're going to do more NBA playoffs. We're going to start doing some NBA draft stuff. The NBA draft coming up in just over a month. We'll go inside each MLB division. We'll go inside the AL divisions on Wednesday, NL on Friday. Just break those down for you as we're about 30 games into the year here. Follow me on Twitter, YankeeBaller415.
This is us. This is me. This is you. That's us.
Follow me on Twitter, YankeeBaller415. Check me out on jbsmooth84.com. I'm going to have a new article up probably tomorrow morning about Clay Buchholz and his spitter and gamesmanship. It's going to be a great article I've been working on, so definitely check that out. Comment on my page. Ask me a question. Give me a topic you want me to talk about. Subscribe to me if you're on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in to the blog and grill. I'm your host, Doug, saying so long till Wednesday. See ya.